Progressive muscle relaxation. I've struggled to find a free resource to lead people through this technique that's true to the method and not laced with unnecessary fluff or accompanied by cringeworthy music, so I figured I'd just record one that I can point people to. I hope you find it helpful too, and if you do, then save this so you can access it again as needed. You might also find that when you've done the practice several times, you no longer need guidance, and I'd love it if you can get to this kind of self-sufficiency. If you want an accompanying soundtrack to facilitate relaxation, you can play one at the same time. If you want to start, I've made one you can use with this, and you can find a link to the playlist in the show notes. Just be aware that depending on the device you're playing this through, you might need to play music through a different device, as would be the case for my phone, for example. So with that preamble over, let's get to the practice itself. If you want to play music at the same time, start your music now, or follow the link to the playlist and press play. Remove anything that will distract you and make yourself comfortable. Choose a fitting posture for you, whether standing, seated, or lying down. Lying down is most conducive to deep relaxation, but sitting is ideal if you want to stay calm but alert. And for the next few minutes, there's nothing you need to do, no problem to solve. Bring your attention to the present moment, noticing your breath. For good reasons, most relaxation techniques, including progressive muscle relaxation, place at least some emphasis on breathing, in particular on breathing using an extended exhalation, because whereas inhaling is quite an active process, exhaling is more passive and tends to promote relaxation, slowing your heart rate. It's for this reason that while doing relaxation exercises, we emphasize exhalation, so each out-breath is a second or two longer than each in-breath. But I don't want you to count your breathing. Instead, you can ensure your out-breaths are longer than in-breaths by inhaling through your nose, but then exhaling through pursed lips. Your breathing should be easy and relaxed, and for relaxation, favor so-called diaphragmatic breathing, using the diaphragm to breathe deeply into your abdomen. During this type of breathing, the region around your belly button should gently rise and fall. So notice your breath once more. Feel the area around your belly button gently rising with each inhalation and falling with each exhalation. As you breathe, inhale through your nose if possible. Pay attention to this. And when you exhale, breathe out through pursed lips, as if blowing gently on a hot drink. Keep your breathing gentle and slow, not forced or effortful. And take another breath in this way. And as you exhale, check if you already feel more at ease than you were a few minutes ago. Keep breathing this way as we transition to the body of the exercise. There are fundamentally two steps to progressive muscle relaxation. The first involves creating tension in a muscle group and noticing what this feels like. The second involves releasing the tension and exploring what sensations this evokes. In this method, we begin with the muscles at one end of the body, for example, the muscles of the feet, and we then slowly scan through each of the links in the chains of muscles we have, moving next to the legs and so on up, eventually finishing at the head. There are a couple of points to heed when trying this technique. One is that tensing your muscles should be gentle. The goal isn't to activate your muscles as hard as you can, and if the muscles you're contracting cramp, or if a body part is very uncomfortable, as in the case of a local injury, feel free to skip tensing the muscles in this region, instead just focusing on maintaining relaxed, gentle, slow breathing. It's best to synchronize your breathing with when you tense your muscles. Specifically, gently inhale as you contract your muscles, it's probably best to inhale throughout the muscular contraction, because holding your breath might cause some undue feelings of stress. And then slowly exhale as you relax your muscles. So let's now try some of these muscle contractions. Bring your attention to your toes. As you next breathe in, gently curl your toes and tense the muscles in the soles of your feet. Briefly hold this tension and note the sensations in your feet. And now relax, exhaling slowly through pursed lips. Imagine yourself breathing your tension out. Notice the feeling of your muscles relaxing. And for the next muscle group, try saying the word relax to yourself in your mind as you relax your muscles. Let's now move to the muscles on the front of your shin. Breathe in slowly as you now tense these muscles, gently pulling your toes and the top of your feet up towards your shin. And soften the muscles, saying in your mind the word relax as you gently exhale. Now we're going to use the calf muscles. So as you slowly inhale, contract your calves as you point your toes as if on tiptoes. And now relax, softening the calves as you exhale. Next, the thighs, starting with the muscles on the front of them, the quadriceps. To activate these muscles while lying down, try to straighten your legs as if against additional resistance. But if you're seated, just gently push your feet down into the ground as if trying to press the ground away from you. On your next in-breath, contract these muscles, feeling the fibers in your legs tighten. And now exhale, softening the legs. Moving now to the hamstrings on the rear of the thighs. Gently dig your heels into whatever your feet are on as you inhale. Hold this tension and let it go, continuing to breathe slowly out. At this point, check in with how your legs feel. Do they feel heavier than they did when you began? We're going to focus next on the muscles of the buttocks. So when you're ready, gradually inhale and imagine you're squeezing something between these muscles. Hold this contraction and now breathe out, feeling your pelvis drop down slightly towards the ground as you do so. Arriving at your midsection, we'll be tensing the muscular corset that surrounds the spine by bracing these muscles as if resisting being poked hard in the abdomen. You might be tempted to hold your breath as you activate these muscles, but just continue breathing as before. Let's try that. On your next in-breath, slowly breathe in, bracing your core muscles at the same time. And now let the tension fall away, feeling your core soften as you go. The next muscle group we'll focus on is the upper back. As you breathe in, gently pull your shoulder blades back and down as if to pinch a pencil between them, feeling your back muscles contract. And relax. Let the tension go as your back returns to its resting position. Transitioning to the muscles that shrug the shoulders towards the ears. As you next inhale, shrug your shoulders towards your ears, noticing how this feels. And now let this tension go, breathing the tension out once more. onto the upper arms. For these muscles, you'll be tensing both the muscles on the back of the arm, the triceps, and the front of the arm, the biceps, simultaneously, such that the whole upper arm hardens, but your arms don't really move. So give that a go. As you next inhale, tighten the muscles of both upper arms, observing the sensations associated with this. And let go, exhaling as always through pursed lips. Next, the forearms. Keeping your upper arms relaxed now, tighten both fists as you next inhale. Then release all this tension as you breathe out. How do your arms feel? What sensations are there? We'll finish the session with some of the muscles of the head, starting with the tongue. As you next inhale, push your tongue up against the roof of your mouth without holding your breath. And then let the tongue fall as you exhale. To include the muscles of the jaw, we're going to open the mouth wide and tighten the muscles involved in this motion, as if yawning, while still inhaling via the nostrils. Try this now. Open your mouth wide as you next breathe in, noticing your muscles contract in the process. And now release this tension as you exhale. We'll finish with some other muscles of the head and include these by scrunching the face in a way that feels natural, squeezing the eyes and lips tightly closed on breathing in. So now gently contract the muscles around the eyes and lips while continuing to inhale through the nose. And then all at once, soften these muscles as you breathe out through pursed lips. Continue to breathe softly. Feel the weight of your whole body. We've scanned through and help release the tension of all major muscle groups. So enjoy this feeling of deep relaxation. Don't try to do anything. Just relax. And now gently open your eyes and come back to the world around you. Okay, I hope you feel a bit more at ease, like you've recharged your battery a bit. You might find that your ability to relax during the practice increases over the first few sessions, so do give it a few goes to get the hang of it. As always, I'd love to hear your feedback, whether in the comments on YouTube or by messaging me on social media at Greg Potter PhD.